What's up, everybody? It's your girl Kiwana, and I am back with the mid-season episode of All the Queen's Men, season 4, episode 9, Rat-Tat-Tat-Tat. Okay. Before I start, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell button so you can be updated on every video that I drop. Y'all, please make sure we are liking all of the videos so we can stay in the algorithm of things, y'all. And let's just jump right on in. So, y'all, Detective Davis come rolling up in Madam's house with a warrant. Of course, that's where we left off at the end of season. At the end of episode 8. And so they couldn't find anything, right? So Madam now, next scene, Madam is in her room with this boy. He have on all his leather, face covered up, this like dominatrix thing, and she just whooping him with a what is that? A whip. I just with a whip. And so she was like, "This is better than Xanax." I don't even know why they put that in there, but now they're making Tommy more funnier and less stiff, I guess. I don't know how to feel about that. That's not how we know Tommy to be. So Detective Davis is trying to get Trouble to snitch because y'all know Trouble was locked up for selling drugs. And so this is now her third strike. And Detective Davis tell her, you have 24 hours to agree to testify against Madam. Y'all know if Trouble, aka Aaron, testify against Madam, y'all know it's over for Trouble. Cause Madam gave Trouble a lot of chances. Anyway, Amp walk in the house with some tacos for him and Dime. They're sitting down eating. Dime pick up the tacos. She tastes the tacos. Amp tan the tacos down. But Dime was like, I don't like the way this smell. Because she was already laying down sleep. She was sleeping when he came in the door. She woke up. I don't like the way this smell. That baby don't like the way them tacos smell. Again. Tell us about that baby. I can't stand Kelly, but shout out to Kelly, okay? Anyway, so she get the tacos back to Amp and was like, taste this, and I'm not understanding why she's in denial that she could possibly be pregnant. I don't know. And so, he eat the tacos. He doesn't taste anything different. She was like, it tastes metallic-y. Baby, that's them taste buds. You're pregnant. Anyway, so Amp and Fuego, they're at the gym, right? And so Fuego is blowing off some steam. And y'all, this is a whole turn of events for Fuego, because Fuego used to be the nice guy. Now it's like him and Amp switch spots. He's acting like Amp from 2 seasons ago, and now that Amp is acting like Fuego, it's a whole flip-flop, right? And so Amp tells Fuego, hey, listen, I see that look in your eye and I've been there. He tell him whatever it is, it's not worth it. Because at this point, he is really blowing off steam on the boxing bag. Anyway, back at Club Eden, Madam Attorney Lovett is prepping the men for their trial. Basically, all they need to do is say yes, no, I don't recall. That's it. So, what's his name? Midnight gets a call from Renee. She wants him to come over and go to literally go to Pound Town. She is nuts. She wants to fantasize about being abused in some way sexually. Like something is wrong with her. Somebody has done something to her repeatedly. Like I don't know. That's not okay. So anyway, back at the police station, DA Rods asked Detective Davis if Trouble took the deal. Davis said she gave she gave Trouble 24 hours to make a decision. Well, guess who's back? Casanova. Y'all know the dancer slash detective, the white boy that tried to set Marilyn up prior in the, like 2 seasons ago, right? So he said he's ready to testify. You know, he was like, basically, DA Rods want her executed. He was like, she wants Madam to be the third person, the third woman in the state of Georgia to be executed, right? So Midnight, we're back at Midnight's apartment. He gets a knock on the door. Of course, it's Trouble. And I was like, what are you doing over there? Now, apparently, Midnight got a thing coming over tonight, right? And she wants to have a threesome. So he called Trouble to be a part of the threesome that Trouble was not a part of. It was just a body. Just Trouble body was just there. I was like, oh my God. So, Midnight asked Trouble, you know, so Midnight, Trouble told Midnight that she was in jail, she don't have no money, this and that and the third. Midnight was like, well, if you don't have no money, how did you get out of jail? Trouble was silent, right? Midnight was like, all the stuff Madam has done for you. She was like, Madam usually don't spare people. Like, he was like, what you mean all the stuff he did for me? You still alive. And she said nobody ain't never got through, has never gotten away with more stuff than you have. And so, y'all know the girl come over, they tie her up and child. Anyway, over at Maddie B's, Madam see Jean. Y'all know Jean is orchestrating something with Tony so they can take Madam down, take her club and all of the things. And y'all know Tony is her sister. Tony can't stand her. I was like, my God, when Madam finds out what is going on, it'll be over for them. It is. We just waiting on the day. So, Madam sees Jean, see him sitting eating. She goes over there to chat with him. And he asked, you thought about selling Eden? I was like, it was just a little back and forward banter, right? So Tommy's sitting over eating ice cream. As this woman come up to him and called him by his government name. So he knew at this point he was getting ready to be served. He smashed the ice cream in her face and he ran and said, catch me again, bitch. I was like, oh, this what we doing with Tommy? Okay. Anyway, I just want to know, we go back to Midnight's house. Why was Trouble at the threesome? Okay. Anyway, Lola stops into Eden to see Madam. Y'all know Lola is the police officer who's supposed to be trying to work with Madam. She too damn eager for me, but you know what? She'll be gone before the end of this season is up. All right. So Tandy, nasty ass, have a freak party at her house. Mayor Tandy. And the men are there, of course, because they're going to be auctioned. And she's going to donate the money that's being auctioned to unprivileged children. And I was like, you know what? Work ain't honest, but it pay the bills, I guess. You know, if they need it, you got to make a way. All right? So I want y'all to know that my baby Didi, okay, my man, Kenny, aka Doc, on this episode, because I forgot to acknowledge Hakeem on the last episode. I mean, on Divorce Sisters. Okay, that was my man. All right. So we auctioned my man off for $20,000 by somebody named Maya. I was like, it is what it is. So we go over to Maddie B's and Detective Davis is there. She see Fuego. And of course, Detective Davis thinks she's smarter than everybody. Her and DA Rods think they're smarter than everybody in the room. And that's what's going to get them caught up, you know. So then we get back to Tandy's. Baby's face has been sold to somebody named Miss Juicy for $20,000. Baby, she said, I want some meat for my money. And you know, she's a heavyset woman. So of course, Babyface, old mean, honorary, old ass, don't want to deal with her. When I tell y'all, I do not like Babyface. And I love the fact that his own son is a lot like him. And he don't like it. But Quincy is much nicer. I guess give him time, he'll be just like Babyface raggedy ass. Alright? So in the next scene, Tony and Jean, they're talking about their plan to take Madam down, of course. And she mentions how much she can't stand Madam. Girl, y'all will be gone before the end of the season is up. So over at the club, I'm sorry, y'all, Lola is sniffing around Madam's club down in the basement, and eventually she's gonna F around and find out. She's seen like the blood all over the wall, but she had to spray some stuff and she had to flash that light, right? And so she was like, oh my God, Madam has a killing room. I was like, girl, you think this lady ain't gonna know? Anyway, Midnight has been auctioned by Miss Sylvia, who's about 90 years old. You understand? He asked Tandy if she's mute because he was talking to her, but she wasn't saying nothing. I was like, well, maybe her hearing aid is going in and out. Baby, his sis said, I don't need a hearing aid to get some, okay? I don't need a hearing aid. So Tandy was like, listen, she may not say much, but she got you with the gimme gotcha, all right? So y'all, Miss Sylvia sat on that couch. Midnight stood in front of her. When I tell you she took them teeth out of her mouth and went to work on Midnight, he got dizzy. Baby, you can't tell me these seasoned people ain't got no experience, okay? When I tell you Sylvia had the experience, okay, not experience, but girl had the experience, all right? He was like, oh, I'm getting dizzy. It's like, I know you lied. So D goes over to Dime, and y'all know D got up attitude because he mad because Dime and Amp are together. D, get over yourself. It's over. That lady done broke up with you. Just do whatever you need to do. So he was like, do he know we slept together? Loud, right? I think he wanted him to hear, but he didn't hear it. Because Amp was over there talking to some women. Do he know we did it? Oh, D. This is childish. Y'all. It's bitch assness, okay? Not shout out to Diddy, but you know, but I'm just saying, y'all remember that he came up with that bitch assness, and he was the bitch ass. Okay. Anyway, so Tandy, we see Quincy. No, Tandy and Quincy are standing in the corner. Standing up talking. Babyface walk over there, and he's pissed off at Quincy. So it's been a pissing contest. You can tell Babyface is really jealous of Quincy, but he's mad because that's his son. Babyface is a prick. Like, he's trash. He is trash. When I tell you everything about him is crumbling, and I am so glad to see, just based on what he did to the amateur that worked for what you call it. It's like you're getting everything that was meant for you to come. That was meant for him. When I tell y'all karma circle back like a fat hoe, karma circles back like a fat hoe, and that is what Babyface is getting. All right. So y'all remember Smoke, right? Smoke he kind of worked for Madam whenever she need, and he has played damn it, y'all, I forgot his name. That fancy from New Orleans. Damn it, I forgot his name, but he's an actor in New Orleans, and so he have Casanova. Now I didn't even think when Madam called Smoke to grab somebody for him, I didn't even think it was gonna be Casanova. So Casanova's tied up, beat up, because y'all know Casanova was supposed to testify. But, of course, the attorney has given Madam all the names of the people who was testifying, right? He put a whole rat in Casanova's mouth, and that's how he was able to unalive Casanova. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. So y'all, we in Tandy bedroom, right? Right. Quincy, the YN, is giving her the biz naive. Okay? Face walked in. And when I tell you he is pissed, he was like, what the fuck y'all doing? He said, doggy style. Ain't never stopped. Ain't stop. Ain't stop. He was like, we doggy style. Oh, I said, okay. And he was like, Tandy was like, you know, we have now everything's still going on. Ain't nobody saying nothing. She was like, you know, we got me and Face got an understanding and yada, yada, yada. I was like, this is so awkward. So he was like, okay, baby, so they went to another room. All right. So at this point, Face looked like he really wanted to cry. I was so done with them. So y'all, we get over to Madam's trial, right? Next day. They call Casanova to the stand, but can't nobody find Casanova, right? He is nowhere to be found. And this is where the episode ended, because y'all know smoke unalived. All right. Y'all, I will drop the next episode for y'all shortly. Just give me a minute and I got y'all covered. I will see y'all in the next one. On y'all way out, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel.